You're about to hear the most informative, inspirational, persuasive show in America, the JR Hendrick School of Leadership.
Howdy, welcome to Public Affairs Thursday here, JR Hendrick School of Leadership. This is JR here. We're going to be eliminating the jabber. Okay. Kevin McCarthy was removed from Speaker. Okay, this is historic. And the Democrats, you know, are chomping at the bit thinking they're going to win. Now, listen. I'm going to take a slightly different view. Some are saying, oh, Kevin McCarthy is ousted as Speaker. Oh, outcry. Others like, who cares? Ding dong, the witch is dead. No. JR's going to be a bit more compassionate. What are we sunk to, people? Jimmy and I were listening to the pundits yesterday. We eventually had to turn them off. Now, one thing that we agree with Rob Carson about is that we're glad in some ways that he's gone. But now, at the same time, my heart goes out to him because he was ousted. And Jimmy especially feels that way, but be honest with you, I don't think he wants to go on there and talk about that. For a little while, let's have him talk about his vacation. Okay, let's do that before we just eliminate the jabber. For those of you who probably want to know about my vacation, it was a lovely time. I flew in to Salt Lake via Denver. Last night I was talking to my dad about it. He's like, I can't believe you actually had a layover, son. I said, well, Dad, that's the way things are done nowadays, you know. They don't have too many straight flights in anywhere anymore, unless you're going from Midland to Dallas or something like that. Anyway, I flew in, and I was greeted warmly Monday afternoon by Bishop Dave. Had a chance to relax a little bit around the mansion. We had dinner together. It was lovely. For those of you who don't know him, let me get you some backup. Bishop Dave, and we were friends before he became my bishop. He became my bishop in 2016. We met in 2008. He took to me right away. I mean, I started taking rides with him to church, and we were in choir together. We were in a variety of different projects together. There was a time he got me roller skating until I fell off my nephew's porch and broke my leg. That forever changed things. Now, one thing I have to say is this. I got there, got rested up, because here's the thing, we were friends, we did a lot of things together. I did a lot of things with his family. And then COVID hit. And then in October 2021, we, in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, our congregations are divided into wards. And in October 2021, they divided us into new ward boundaries. And, you know, he made a speech saying, well, I'm not really we're not really going anywhere. Well, I was shocked coming back from the Lubbock, Texas Temple in February when he announced, Jimmy, I've thought about it. Emily and I want to take the kids, and we want to move back to Utah. And you talk about lost puppy dog, but I didn't think that. When I was in Utah, I had a chance to think. I love Utah. Okay, it's real America. It's people caring for people. I mean, I had fun. I have pictures. I have pictures of me bowling. me winning the bowling match against my friends. There were times I actually felt like the bowling match was rigged. Just kidding, Dave. Just kidding. But I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I really did. Now, the beauty, as it will. First full day, went to the Jordan River Temple, went to the ceremony there, went bowling, won the game. The next day, I got to drive a scooter throughout downtown Salt Lake. And I talked to some people, and they're like, your friend actually lets you drive a scooter in downtown Salt Lake? Sometimes he steered. And he had to control the speed sometimes. That's normal, okay? But I'll tell you something. I felt there is something when a legally blind person who can see some feels freedom because he can drive a scooter in town. I felt free. And to go later on that lake, that day to the lake, and dip my feet to feel the sand between my toes in the water. You don't know how much that means to me. It means a lot to me. What I ran into in Utah, I can't say everybody in Utah wants MAGA. But they're decent, heartfelt people that care. Now, we know about the thing I mentioned with TSA during the week. I still don't know how to proceed with that, and do my best to try to let that go until I do know how to proceed. But I'm going to hand it back over to JR to do the news stories of the day, because to be honest with you, he knows how to do it without getting oversaturated. Alright, so we got the thing about Kevin McCarthy, and then of course you got crazy Adam Schiff saying the Republicans can't win. But I agree with Rob Carson. Okay, Kevin McCarthy was removed because people want MAGA. Now, here's the thing. There's people crying out for Trump to get the Speaker of the House. Constitutionally, unless he becomes a member of Congress, I don't see that happening. So here we go about the Kevin McCarthy. This is from CBN News, and I'll stop it if I send something.
The House of Representatives is shut down in a historic move 8 Republicans joined all the Democrats to remove Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
A growing rift in the Republican conference led to the dramatic vote. Capitol Hill correspondent Matt Galka explains how it all went down and what comes next.
The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
By a vote of 216 to 210, the House removed Republican Kevin McCarthy as House Speaker. Led by Florida Representative Matt Gaetz, 8 Republicans joined every Democrat to vote McCarthy out, the former Speaker's allies showing obvious frustration.
The chair declares the House in recess, subject to the call of the chair.
Gaetz was the one to bring the motion to the floor.
It's the benefit of this country that we have a better Speaker of the House than Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy couldn't keep his word.
For me, it's not ideological. It's about having a leader in our nation who will tell the truth, who you can trust. And that's what the American people deserve.
If you have to lose for something, I will always lose for the country.
McCarthy said he would not try for the Speaker's gavel again while bashing the hard-right members of his party who orchestrated his exit.
You all know Matt Gaetz.
Let me ask you this. Has the Republican Party gone milquetoast? Now, you can be mad at old JR like all you want. This ain't meant to be something personal. And Kevin McCarthy, surely he knows that, and that's why he's not trying for the Speaker's gavel. If you ask me, I think we need to get a flaming MAGA person back in there. Now, I know Newt Gingrich has said that this what was done was wrong. And I have high respect for Newt Gingrich. And let me tell you something. This ain't something ideology. Okay? This is about, can we get a leader to tell the truth and not cut down backroom deals? We had that under the damn Democrats. The American people had enough of that, okay? They've had enough of this business as usual. So what they need is, we need an upstart to say, hey, we ain't compromising on conservative principles. Now, at first, I supported Kevin McCarthy. And, my heart goes out to him. It's nothing personal. Unlike other vultures in the media and talk radio, James Hendrick Empowerment looks at the human element of this. Jimmy told me that sometimes we have to move beyond ideology and move into the humanity. So there you go. So, there you go. Here's another story. Republican tells CBN News he ousted McCarthy for Biden Pelosi Schumer policies bankrupting U.S. Why don't you listen to this?
One of the 8 Republicans who thrust the House into the turmoil we're experiencing, that voting Kevin McCarthy out of his speakership, told CBN News why he was a yes vote.
A Virginia Republican, Bob Good, says McCarthy was unfit for the job. He spoke with CBN's Matt Galka earlier today about the speakership and what's next.
All right, joining us now, Virginia Congressman Bob Good. I appreciate the time, and I know it's been a busy last 24 hours for you, so we'll jump right into it. You've had a chance to sleep on it. I would assume you've had a chance to sleep on it at least. After taking some time, having some perspective now, are you satisfied with everything about how the process played out yesterday to remove now former Speaker Kevin McCarthy.
Well, it was a sad decision to have to vote to remove our speaker. It was not a difficult decision, unfortunately, because of the failures of leadership that have been demonstrated this year and culminating with what happened on Saturday with the continuing resolution. So it was with a heavy heart that I approached it, and a disquieted spirit with the conflict that was ahead. However, I was thankful that we were able to prevail in what needed to be done for the country, for the good of the country. And I'm encouraged by what has transpired since then. I am persuaded, convinced that we will emerge with a more unified conference, because we will have to come together and vote in a new speaker with 218, hopefully 221 votes. Hopefully it'll be unanimous among Republicans. We want to choose a David, not a Saul. So we want to prayerfully, humbly approach this and vet these candidates and do the best we can for the American people. The country cannot afford us to do anything less. And so I'm encouraged, but again, the real work is beginning now, and we're committed to that.
What was the deciding factor in your vote?
Instead of passing our spending bills as he promised he would, and keeping his commitment to cut back to pre-COVID spending for non-defense discretionary, he dillied and dallied. He was a feckless leader. He couldn't decide. He didn't lead the conference. We didn't pass those bills. And yet then he responds with a continuing resolution on Saturday that Democrats vote 209-1 in the House and 51-0 in the Senate, because it keeps in place all the Biden, Pelosi, Schumer policies that we're suffering under, that are destroying the country, and that are bankrupting us from a fiscal standpoint.
Hats off to Congressman Good. He showed the humanities. See, here's the thing. Let me tell you something. If you just use ideology in defense of in expense of humanity, that's gonna make old JR mad, and that's gonna make old Jimmy sad. So, there we go. So, I want y'all to think about this. Now, there's some stories I ain't gonna, some ones that are, ministers that are going stepping into controversy, and part of it is because we think religious leaders, we should encourage people to vote their conscience and live their conscience. But if the gospel of Jesus Christ becomes over politicized, then we're in trouble. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't want to piss me off about this noise. And that's what half of it is jabber and noise. Kevin McCarthy was ousted as Speaker. And that's unfortunate. And Jimmy and I talked about this, and both of us, our heart goes out to it. But at the same time, where I part from Jimmy in some ways is that it needed to be done. American people, may I be so bold, we're still trumping through this inflation. And we're dunking out them Democratic races. What we got right now is Biden, okay? Letting all the illegals in this country for no damn reason. Y'all, we need to start unifying and taking this country back. You, listen to me. You don't want to make old JR mad. Has America gone milquetoast? I sure hope not. We all need to wake up. You might say, well, how does this have to do with public affairs? This is historic. Nothing like this has ever happened. Here's why. I think everything's been fractured lately, folks. Everything's been fractured. And we need to cut through the bullcrap. And start looking at the humanity behind our politics. You'll make old JR mad? Start getting all milquetoast. And stop caring about the humanity of the people around us. America, start waking up. And with that, I hope you enjoy listening to the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership classroom. This is JR Hendrick saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others want. And do what others want so you can have what others can't. Keep up your hope. Keep up the faith. Jesus saves. We'll all be okay. Y'all take care. Be proactively informed. And remember this. God bless y'all. God bless America. We love you.